The blaming of the victim has to be the most ignorant and stupid-minded feature of modern society. Political parties have steered this bigotry into a Nazi-like ideology where the homeless, the mentally ill are driven off benefits into starvation and suicide. Schizophrenics are told to stop being weird and join consensus reality. The depressed are targeted as moaning minis, and the substance addicted treated as greedy self-indulgent stoners. This poverty of the intellect reaches its zenith in the abuse of snorers. Snorers are submitted to all sorts for their gift, or disability you might regard it as. The disability evolved so that people could survive in the jungle, as loud snoring scares off predatory lions and other beasts of the night. Most tribal peoples revere the snorer as a kind of shaman or semi-god who enters deeper dreamscapes than ordinary folk, as they ensure those around them can enjoy a safe night's sleep. A snorer in these situations will develop a harem of women looking for safety and protection. They'll bring the snorer special gifts, special foods, potent hallucinogens for the snorer to enjoy whilst not in the dream dimension. Sticking close to the snorer and doing strange rituals to retain the snorer's goodwill and the protection he can deliver from lions and who would otherwise tear them apart limb from limb, gnaw on their bones and eat their intestines and all that. Yet in Western society, this gift, though not asked for but bestowed on the snorer, isn't even qualified as a disability. Rather than a harem delivering powerful hallucinogens, the snorer often finds his single wife will kick him out of bed and make him sleep on the sofa. In group situations, even further hate crimes occur, where people might throw their shoes at the snorer, and worse still, putting things inside his mouth to shut him up. These hate crimes must be treated with the same severity as racist and homophobic crimes. The snorer no more chooses his sleeping technique than a person chooses their sexuality or their skin colour. Indeed, sometimes the wife, far from bringing potent hallucinogens, will actually berate the husband for coming home tripped out. She'll actually be angered to catch him sneaking out in a transcendent state and treat him like a mindless drunk. These prejudices can and have ended relationships, or so I've heard anyway. I've heard that's the case. Often, the most anti-snorers themselves are themselves snorers, who don't get to sleep first and hence become jealous of the snorer. And this jealousy delivers denial, obviously. We should learn from the tribal peoples and reward our snorers. The spare bedroom tax, in all but word a direct attack on the extra room for a snorer needs to escape the hate crimes of the partner, should be repealed, or a dispensation allowed for those suffering this disability. A spare room. Obviously, it's a bit 1970s Benny Hill to suggest that we provide a harem of women for the snorer, but a regular supply of high-quality lysergics is not beyond the budget of the Works and Pensions budget, and some disability allowance to cover the extra expenses the snorer incurs that the ungifted don't have to pay. £300 a week could do, I suppose. The treatment snorers receive is the first step towards the totalitarian dystopias dreamt up by Hitler, Stalin and George Orwell in the early 20th century. It's up to all of us to ensure that the future for the gifted and the disabled is a bright one.